months. Patrick, bring us up to date. Are we still in touch, actually, with Mars?
Messages are still coming back from the Martian surface, although actually the probe in Utopia, which is the nearer to the pole of the two, is temporarily closed down because of the Martian winter.
What is the weather on Mars at the moment, then?
At the moment, the forecast, which I'm sure is entirely accurate, is clear, sunny, fine, and very cold.
Of course, one of the major questions which was hanging in everyone's mouth when that went up there was, is there life on Mars? Now, have we completely ruled that out?
No, we haven't. The point is that the Vikings have not told us definitely one way or the other. As you know, they scooped up material from the surface, analyzed it and sent back the results, and these results were confusing and contradictory. But if you ask me whether they showed any definite trace of Martian organic matter, in other words life, I am bound to say that they didn't. On the other hand, it's still too early to write Mars off as being entirely sterile. I'm afraid the Vikings won't now tell us because these particular experiments have come to an end. Their power has run out.
Are they planning any more experiments?
No experiments have been timed as yet, but I have no doubt at all that probes to Mars will be sent up again in the foreseeable future. Of course, remember, the Viking orbiters are still going around the planet and still sending back pictures.
And if you had to put a bet on whether there was life there or not, what would it be?
I am bound to say, with considerable regret, that I don't really think there is any life on Mars, but I hope I'm proved wrong.
You're still hoping for green men.
Not green men. The most we can hope for is very primitive organic material. The idea of little green men went out with Percival Lowell, and that was a long time ago.
Patrick, while we're talking about equipment that has been chucked up into the universe, what about the various pieces of equipment on the moon? Are they still operating?
They could do, but at the end of September, NASA closed them all down. They were all capable of sending back messages. They were still doing so, but of course they do take quite a lot of money to operate, and I think it's also fair to say that they've told us most of what they can. Mind you, the moon enthusiast, such as myself, is extremely sorry about this, because we were still getting back records of moonquakes, and these I find particularly interesting. But there it is. They could, of course, be reactivated at a later stage.
So we can get the weather forecast from Mars, but not from the moon?
No.
Patrick Moore.